Okay, snack time. Let's go towards healthy snacks. Healthy snacks being nuts. So I'm going to break down four different types of nuts that people commonly have, and I'm going to go from best to worst. All right, and I'm just going to dive straight in away and go with macadamians at the tree as being my favorite. Macadamians have a very good omega 3 to omega 6 profile. We as Brits, we have a terrible ratio when it comes to that. We have too much omega 6s. Um, Macadamians also have an omega 7 in there called palmitoleic acid. Okay, that helps us utilize our omega 3s even better. So it's like a double whammy right there. Okay, moving on to nut number two is pecans. Now I know not a lot of people actually eat pecans. It's not a preference nut for people who are living in the UK, but it is a preference nut of mine. So I actually push people towards that instead of me telling you don't eat this and don't eat that. I like to push people towards more like do's. Uh, it's very unique because of the omega 3 it has in it, which actually helps lipid peroxidation. What happens in the body when you have like some of the fat cells that die and become rancid. Lipid peroxidation actually helps get rid of that rancid dead cell, and that's when that omega 9 comes into play. Okay, so they're both very high fatty nuts, right? But if you count those into your daily macros, then it doesn't matter. It's a good source of fat. Okay. Okay, there are my two do's. Let's go with two don'ts. Let's go with almonds now. Almonds is not one of my preferences when it comes to snack times. Um, Due to the outer layer of the skin, it's got something on it called phytic acid. Actually, when we have quite a lot of phytic acid in our body, it will convert into something called phytates that actually binds with minerals and doesn't help us absorb them, and it will also combine with the fats, proteins, and carbohydrates that we have, and we don't absorb them either. So it is a true anti-nutrient. We are not absorbing not only that nutrient, we're not absorbing any other nutrients that come in with it. So almonds is one of those that I would just definitely have a lot less of. In fact, if you were going to go with almonds, I would actually move towards like a smooth almond butter because it actually does have minerals in it. It's just because of those outer layer of the skin is that we just can't get directly to those minerals. Okay, moving on to the fourth and final nut. Okay, you will not like me for this one. It is cashews. All right, cashews shouldn't even be on this list anyway because it's not a nut. It's a fruit. It's part of the mango family. The genetic makeup of a cashew is not ideal, right? The fats and carbohydrates are quite high on the profile of a cashew. As a combination of food, fats and carbs, don't play well together, although they are delicious. It also has something in it called an aflatoxin. Aflatoxin is it comes from like a fungi, and it's quite toxic to the liver. And when we're trying to get in better shape, the last thing we want is inflammation of our liver. Now, bear in mind all those things that I said is do's and don'ts. Don't start going, oh no, Jamie says we can't have almonds ever again. No, I'm just saying err on the side of these ones and have a little bit less of these.